10. Bill Clinton, term, 1993 to 2001. Net worth, $75.9 million. While in office, Bill Clinton wasn't particularly wealthy. However, he went on to earn millions from book deals and speeches. For his book My Life, Clinton received $15 million in payment. For her book Hard Choices, his wife Hillary earned a $14 million advance. 9. Herbert Hoover, term, 1929 to 1933. Net worth, $83 million. As a manager for a mining firm, Hoover amassed wealth. He received a sizable salary for 17 years and accumulated substantial property. Hoover declined to accept the compensation offered to him as president. Being independently affluent, he gave it to charity. 8. Lyndon B. Johnson, term, 1963 to 1969. Net worth, $109.3 million. In Blanco County, Texas, LBJ amassed 1,500 acres over time. He owned a sizable number of private properties, including animals and vehicles. Additionally, Johnson and his wife ran a radio and television station in Austin. Later, they diversified their holdings to include additional Texas TV and radio stations. 7. James Madison, term, 1809 to 1817. Net worth, $113.3 million. The largest landowner in Orange County, Virginia, was Madison. His parents were prosperous plantation owners. They held numerous slaves and built the renowned Montpelier House. Later on, Madison's plantation failed, and he accumulated enormous debts. 6. Andrew Jackson, term, 1829 to 1837. Net worth, $132.6 million. Andrew Jackson earned money by working as a lawyer. After his wife Rachel passed away, he also received a sizable inheritance. He began by constructing his estate, the Hermitage, in 1804, and thereafter bought surrounding territory. Jackson owned 150 slaves at the time of his demise. 5. Theodore Roosevelt, term, 1901 to 1909. Net worth, $139.7 million. Roosevelt was raised into a well-known and affluent family. He received a big trust fund, but he lost the majority of it. Roosevelt used it to fund an unsuccessful Dakota's ranching project. He had to work as a writer to cover his expenses. 4. Thomas Jefferson, term, 1801 to 1809. Net worth, $236.8 million. As a teen, Jefferson received an inheritance of 3,000 acres in Virginia. He added to it, making it 5,000 acres, and constructed the Monticello residence. He was extremely affluent for the majority of his life. But because of his debt, he passed away, leaving his oldest daughter dependent on charity. 3. George Washington, term 1789 to 1797. Net worth, $587 million. From his half-brother, Washington received Mount Vernon as an inheritance. It was made up of 5 independent 8,000-acre farms operated by more than 300 slaves. He earned a good living both as president and as a general. In 1789, his pay as president represented 2% of the overall U.S. budget. 2. John F. Kennedy, term, 1961 to 1963. Net worth, $1.1 billion. Joe Kennedy, JFK's father, was one of the richest people in the country. He gained much of his wealth through banking. JFK's siblings have access to his riches through a trust. Jacqueline, his wife, was also a descendant of an oil fortune. 1. Donald Trump, term, 2017 to 2021. Net worth, $3.1 billion. Trump was born into riches and eventually succeeded his father in running the family real estate company. All across the world, he owns real estate and golf courses. Trump stated that he could be worth $10 billion. Estimates differ since he refused to make his tax records public.